everyone. Do you ever feel like you have so much to do that you don't even know where to start? How can we know if what we are pouring our time into is something that should be done or not? It may come down to the Pareto principle, which states that 80% of our results are a product of 20% of our efforts. But what does that mean? What exactly are our results? And how are you supposed to know what the 20% of efforts are that will get you those results? Today I'm going to be giving away this free priority planning printable that can help you to determine those maximum result tasks and what order to complete them in to get the most out of your time and effort. It's not meant to be used every single day, just on those really busy days when you need help figuring out when to start. The main concept for this printable came from an article by entrepreneur.com, which I have linked in the description. And it says to start by prioritizing what you need to do based on the amount of effort involved. The first step is to fill out this task column. I have 16 rows on here. And if you need more rows, you could just print out an extra sheet. You're basically just brain dumping what you need and what you want to do on this day. The second step is to estimate approximately, it doesn't have to be perfect, how many minutes or hours it will take you to complete that task.
I think that I'm going to hiding somewhere by a gated star.
This part is optional, but at the bottom I added up the total time it would take to complete all tasks, just to see if it's even realistic or possible to expect myself to complete everything. Keeping in mind that I need to give myself time to complete my routines, to eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner, etc. And if it's not, which in this case, there are not enough hours in between each of the routines to complete all this, so I'm going to circle no. Then I know that the tasks that are ranked as low priority, once I'm done with this sheet, are just not going to get done on this day, and I won't be surprised or disappointed at the end of my day. I think a lot of times I am guilty of expecting myself to do more than is physically possible, and that is something I need to work on, and also why I created this insert, because it's going to help me to get a better understanding of what is possible. Then I decided to create a key on a separate sheet so I could turn this number into a ranking. Anything less than 10 minutes is ranked as 1, 10 to 19 minutes is a 2, 20 to 29 minutes is a 3, and so on. I go up to 120 minutes, which is a 12, but you could, of course, create your own ranking system if desired. For example, workout is 30 minutes, so that's a 4. So this tells you what your effort ranking is, which goes in the effort column. Then the article says to consider the potential positive results from doing those things. To help us out with this, I have a column for benefits of completing that task. So I write down how completing this task will produce positive outcomes. For example, if I do the laundry, then I will have clean clothes to wear to work. If I plan my work wardrobe for the week, it will save me time and reduce stress each morning. Then I'm breaking these up into the categories that the tasks fall into. I decided to write out all of my categories on this sheet to help, and I left a little bit of extra space down here because I know that I'll come up with more categories in the future. And these, of course, are just personalized to my life, but I definitely recommend that you create your own categories that are personalized to your life.
You know I met you in the dark, it was a Saturday night. Remember seeing you just dancing in the middle of the crowd. It was something about you, cause you got stuck in my mind. Stuck in my mind, stuck in my mind.
And at the bottom of this sheet, I decided to list out my goals to help me identify if the tasks I have written down do actually help me to achieve my goals.
You can do what you want to with me, yeah, I won't
Then I rank these results with 10 having the highest positive impact or highest priority. Then I'm going to divide the effort ranking by the results ranking. The lower the number, the higher the priority it is for me to get it done. The final step is to list the order you will complete each task in by starting with the lowest ranked task in the effort over results column. The reason why starting with the maximum results with the lowest effort is important is because it will help you to get as much done as possible in the day. A lot of times, unexpected things will come up in our day, or tasks will take longer than we had anticipated, and we don't get everything done. By focusing on the top priorities first, you will ensure that you at least made productive progress on what matters most to you despite interruptions. A lot of these columns are optional if you want to reduce the amount of time it takes to fill this out. Like, you don't have to fill out the time column or the category or benefits of completing. That's just to kind of help you with the rankings. Really, all you need to do is rank effort, results, divide, and then figure out the order. Also, keep in mind that this list is not really meant for non-negotiable tasks. So for example, for me, that would be reading the Bible in the morning. So personally, I added that to my morning routine to ensure that it's going to get done every day. Another thing that you want to keep in mind is that tasks that have or take a long time to do are just automatically going to have higher rankings because this takes or gives more weight to that. You may want to break it up into smaller sections. So for example, I have edit YouTube video here and I have it for 2 hours, but then down here I have edit YouTube video for 30 minutes, and this is ranked at number 5, whereas the 120 minutes of editing is ranked at 13. So this means that it's more of a priority for me to just get 30 minutes done of editing, and then if I have more time later in the day, then I can finish that up. If you want, you can change the order of these. This is just supposed to give you a general guide of what order you may want to do it in, but maybe I do want to move film video to number 1. I timed myself for how long it takes to fill out all of the essential columns on the sheet, so not the optional columns. It took 13 minutes and 17 seconds. But keep in mind that this could potentially save you hours of time, especially if it's helping you to eliminate non-essential tasks from your schedule. I hope that this planner insert will help you to determine which tasks to focus on so you can get the things done that you need to get done, and hopefully ease your mind in the process. I'll see you next Saturday. Bye!
Should have been you. Another time, another place, I just know